My name is Koy. I am a former professional wrestler and a sometimes stand-up comedian. If you know me, you know that. If you don't, now you do. I want to thank everybody for watching this first episode of Diary of a Slasher. So this came about because I'm going to be starting barber school. And I wanted to do something to kind of document that. One of my favorite things on social media is I follow a ton of barbers, and I think their videos are like really satisfying, especially, you know, like the beard trim videos when they take somebody with like a huge beard, you know, and like cut it down, or, you know, they're like shaving somebody's head with a straight razor. Like, I just find it really satisfying. So I wanted to do that, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to go to barber school. So it's been something that has been in the works for about a year now. The Diary of a Slasher thing is twofold. So one, you know, it's a, I always think of like the straight razor, and I've heard it called like, you know, like a throat slasher, a throat slitter. And also, obviously, as you can tell, I'm a big horror movie fan. And I like, you know, I love the barber videos. They're short. I thought that if something was going to be longer form than that, that it needed to have a little bit more content to it other than just like, you know, me cutting hair. Because obviously, you know, I'm just starting school. I've never cut hair before. You know, I wanted a little more content than that, and I wanted it to be something I'm passionate about, which is movies. So, you know, half of these are going to be, well, not like half of each episode is going to be hair, and half is going to be horror movies, if that makes sense. And I know that's a weird combination, but I'm kind of a weird combination, I guess. It'll be a lot of, you know, me talking about, you know, like new horror type products, you know, lots of probably like merch, like shirts and stuff. This one in particular is one of my favorites. This is from Graveyard Goods. I want to talk about the things I'm into, and, you know, be able to like shout out these providers that I'm a fan of, and kind of show off some of their stuff too. So I'll be doing that. You know, I'll be talking movies, whether it's new horror movies or old horror movies, or you know, whatever it might be, horror products. And then, you know, lots of stuff about me learning how to cut hair, and you know, videos of me cutting hair, and that kind of stuff. Hopefully it's something that can be fun for me and for you know, all you guys watching. I've done, you know, a web show in the past, back in my wrestling days. I'm gonna try really hard to not do this all the time. Someday this will be long enough, it'll just go behind my ear and I won't touch it all the time. That just isn't today. But, you know, I used to do a web show. We did, you know, like 100 episodes of it. And so I've always missed that. You know, I've tried to get back into it, doing a podcast and that kind of thing, and it just never felt right. You know, we're going to see what happens. So if there's, you know, a movie you want me to talk about, or anything like that, if there's, you know, if you have questions, you know, I'll do my best to answer them. You know, if they're questions about me, great. If they're questions about hair, I cannot help you. I know nothing. But, you know, I can let you know as I go, I guess. You know, if there's stuff you want to see or stuff you want to know about, you know, let me know. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at This Is a Travesty. We used to do this on the web show. Hold on. Yeah, right there. But yeah, you can follow me on there and reach out to me on there. I just recently saw Us, so I definitely want to talk about that. I have a lot of opinions. Yeah, anyway, just wanted to give you a little introduction and let you know what you were in for. So, on with the show. So, this is it, I guess. Sitting in the parking lot, waiting for school to open on my first day. I guess I'm early, so that's good, right? I kind of have no idea what today is going to be. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to cut for the first few days. Originally it was supposed to be a month, that I was just going to do bookwork, and then they said 3 days. but I don't know for sure. I guess I'll find out. So either I'm gonna watch a bunch of haircuts or read a book, or I don't know what I'm doing today. But I guess you'll find out when I get out of here. So wish me luck, and I'll let you know. All right, so day one in the books. It's interesting. Just mostly watched people cut hair and read my book and took a bunch of tests and stuff. It's gonna be like the end of next week before I can cut hair. That's exciting and kind of scary because I kind of have no idea what I'm doing, but I guess I'll figure it out. So yeah, day one, and I got a whole bunch of new toys to play with, so that'll be coming up. All right, so I mentioned earlier that I saw Us. I'm filming this right now while I'm driving because I don't have much of an option. Since I started school, my days are basically, I get up at 5 in the morning, I make breakfast, I get ready, I drive an hour to school, go to school until about noon, then I drive an hour to work. I work until about 10 o'clock at night, drive 30 minutes home, and go to bed. So if I'm not recording this in my car, it doesn't get recorded. So I'm just gonna give you my top 5 questions about Us. I saw it once, I walked out and thought, I think I hate this. Then I read a lot about it, I talked to a lot of people about it, got what I thought were some answers to my questions, and decided maybe I need to see it again. Just couldn't stop thinking about it. So I went back a second time, saw it again, walked out, and I'm like, I think I love this just because it's fascinating. And I just can't stop thinking about it. There's so many questions, and I get that, you know, that's the beauty of it, is that, you know, people keep talking and people are going to keep wondering and that kind of thing. But to me, the issue is that it's a movie that is very literal, I guess. It's not like a dream logic kind of thing where stuff isn't explained. There's enough things that are just plainly stated or stated very literally that it's really hard for me to forgive or look past the questions that aren't answered, that I think are either important to the plot or just important to how can this be happening. So I'm just going to give you my top 5 questions. I'm not going to explain them too much. I think you'll get them. But here goes. Number 1, what the fuck are the rabbits eating? Number 2, how can the doppelganger dad drive the boat? Number 3, where did all of the scissors and red jumpsuits and right-handed leather gloves come from? Number 4, why does the little burned boy mirror Jason and walk backwards into the fire and burn himself to death? Number 5, how do the doppelganger children even exist at all? If Red isn't a doppelganger and she's the little girl from the beginning of the movie, why is it that these things are happening to her just because she's underground now? Anyway, that's what I thought about Us. So that's it for episode 1 of Diary of a Slasher. Thanks for watching, and you know, I hope you are as excited to watch episode 2 as I am to make it. Like I said, you know, it's all a process and it's a learning thing, both in, you know, me learning to cut hair and, you know, just learning what I can do with this kind of format. But anyway, thanks for watching, and if there's stuff you want to see or questions, comments, you can leave them below, and you know, like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with episode 2.